All right, everybody, welcome to the stream. I'm going to give everyone a few minutes to hop in. In the meantime, see if everyone hops in. I'm in full screen mode here for you all. Nephew Nate, how's it going, buddy? Let's do this. We're gonna play some games here on Twitch. Kind of novel, I know, playing games on Twitch. Astoya, how's it going? Here are kind of some of our game options. Here's some of the game options we have. We can just hop right into it. They're kind of all spread out. I've actually never played 1001 Spikes. We could play that. Super Meat Boy, proof I'm not bad at that game. Okay. Okay, we're going to start out with Super Meat Boy. Feel free to make any comments. We'll give it a go here. Let's see. Super Meat Boy, where are you? Got to look through my Steam library here. We can jump out from that. I actually love Super Meat Boy. Here's one. Look at this. Super Dungeon Boy. Has anyone ever heard of that? I almost want to see. We'll try Super Meat Boy, but I want to know, like, is Super Dungeon Boy is in the library? I don't even know where I got it. It kind of looks like a knockoff. Astoya says nope. Okay. Let me hurry, and apparently I need to reinstall Super Meat Bro. Should just take but a moment. Okay, you guys ready? Let me grab my controller. Hopefully I don't have any save game, but I want to play from the beginning. Oh, Newgrounds. I remember Newgrounds back in the day. Is there any way to skip all this? There we go. Okay, we're just gonna start the game. Does this mean I want to play? How do I? Is there any way to start over? How do I do a new game? I want to do a new game. This is the first world, right? Oh my goodness. So Dr. Fetus punches the princess. How's that, Astoya? Is that better? Hopefully. Okay, we're gonna start. We're just gonna start at the beginning here. Okay, so this is the first level of the game. So this is what I want to talk about. So we have the timer up top. We've been talking about 2D level design. Everything you need to know is right here. So we're starting. I'm gonna scoop myself down here. The player is right down here on the left next to me. I've got a wall to the right, and I'm just gonna ask, I want the chat to comment more. What else do you notice about this? If I start to move to the right now, you notice that little rabbit? The sound is cutting out. Oh my goodness. How do I fix that? That's a feature. Is that better? Okay, so I think it's still cutting out, but I can't tell. Oh my heavens. Sir Greg says there's a little ramp to the right side. That's true, so you run up the ramp so I can run up things. I've got that rabbit. I love the rabbit that it gives me to chase around. And notice the rabbit itself runs and jumps up on the ledge, right? Teaching you that you can run and jump up there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit upset about the audio issues we're having. So we're gonna hit next level here. I'm gonna try and fix that. Jumping from zoom to everything else always creates issues. I think I fixed it. Let's see if it works better now. Is it still dropping frames? I think it is. I'm gonna try that. Seems better, says Pepperoni. Okay, so this next level is kind of hacky. What do we learn? I'm gonna take it easy here. So the other one's pretty plain. What is this level trying to teach us that we didn't know in the last level? Right, wall jumps. So notice the little squirrel and the rabbit and the birds are all up there with the princess now. So it teaches us that even has this little ramp running up. And anyway, we learned how to wall jump. Notice right below me, this is the first time we see one of the saw blades, right? So it's showing us a little taste of the danger that is gonna come up. So a pretty easy little wall jump here. We got the princess again. Apparently I got an A+ for that. I guess by not dying. So we go on to the next level. I actually love this. So we see those moving blades. They are now not encased. They're not as safe anymore. But they did leave them in a place where you can't get them. I don't know why that little no is in the middle of the screen. We'll just ignore it. Okay, so this one, what is this one teaching us? So this is a cool level. This is the first one where we actually have a pit. We have a pit of death. And if we run and jump off of it, I cannot make it to the princess. Let's try just running all the way back. Oop. All the way back, pixel perfect jump. Nope, not even close. I can't do it. Does anyone have any suggestions? This is poor game design. Let's try wall jumping. No, I can't jump high enough to wall jump. If I wall jump in this little section, it's kind of encasing me so I can't go up vertical. So jump up there. I think in previous versions of this, they've actually sent me a tip, but I actually have to hold down X and run. Right? And if I do that, it's pretty easy. So in subsequent versions of this game, they actually put a little thing on there that says press A to jump. And a lot of times in game design, I would say put a timer in your level for like 20 seconds. And if the player doesn't get it, have a pop-up that says, hey, press X to run. And this is the first time you're introduced to your little, your replay, where you get to watch you suffer through the game. All right, so next level here, they're showing us more of the spinning saw blades. They're safe. And new versions of the wall jump here. These little area. Here the saw blade is starting to look like it's somewhere where it can touch me. It's showing multiple routes to get up and out. This is just for me to practice my wall jump. And hit A. This section, I haven't played this in a while. What is this teaching me? I don't understand. If everything is supposed to be on screen that you need to know, what do I need to know here? Which way should I go? How do I solve this level? Up. So we need to go up. So if you, but what about to the left? Okay, so there's that. So we just learned something new. If I go off screen at all, it's not just pits. If I go off screen at all, I'm toast. Okay, so the only way is right. So I learn that I can wall jump off of bare walls. I don't have to go back and forth, right? So here it teaches me more of it. And there was a little portal there for like a subsequent version of the game, and we can make it up to the princess. So they're stepping me through this ramping of difficulty to teach me everything I need to know. And now, finally, on, what is this, the 4th or 5th level, is the first time we have one of these level mechanics, or death, or one of these anti-affordances. These saw blades that have up until this point been completely covered are now uncovered. And I think one of the beautiful things about the design is these aren't something new at this point. We've been seeing these since the 2nd level. So we know that the game has saw blades, they look dangerous, they're spiky and pointy, but now it should be no surprise that if I touch one, I die, right? And I actually love this game, how it just resets you, so you can get right back in the action. Such an important thing for an indie game, where you want players to not get frustrated if there's like huge loading scenes. It's obvious that they want you to die frequently in this game, but they don't. They want you to keep on being able to get right back into the action. No button presses, it just shoots you right back in. So it's starting to teach us, the difficulty is starting to ramp up, right? It's starting to teach us here with 3 different sections, 2 with the blade barely above the ground plane, and then 1 where you finally had to jump from the wall over it. Nephew Nate said, did you say anti-affordance? I think I talked about something similar in my breakdown, but didn't know the term. Yeah, so you have affordances. Those are the things that tell you to do something. Technically, an anti-affordance would be like if a doorway was boarded up. It's basically telling you not to do something. So really, saw blades, they're more of like a punishment, not really an anti-affordance, but the moving saw blades kind of tell you not to touch that thing. Something that cancels out a core mechanic that forces players to adapt and overcome. Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's move on to the next level. So from this point forward, I think in the game, it's just teaching you not to die, right? So this is the question here. I have 2 paths. I could either go on the interior slope. That blade up top kind of tells me that maybe I can go up. Is there two ways to go? We're gonna try it out. We're gonna take the easy way first. Okay, the easy way was a way. How I hit the side? Oh, there we are. So apparently there was an easy way through that. So we're taught that there are multiple pathways, right? And the difficulty just ramped. Pepperoni says, I remember the good old days when you had to get off the couch and walk over to the console to push a manual restart button. Those were, that's true, isn't it? I remember that too. Okay, so this is showing me I'll ask you guys, what is this level teaching me? Is there a purpose, or is it just for fun and not to die? How do I get to the princess from here without screwing up? Without hitting that blade up top or the blades down below? There are probably a couple different ways. I'd love to hear your take before I try any of them. Don't jump. Should I just run? If I just run off of it? Okay. Let's try sprint and run. You're right! My other option was a control jump or wall jump off the side. But you're absolutely right. That's one I didn't even see. I didn't even think of. All right, so this once again is teaching us a new level mechanic here. So what happens, let's just show. So these ones, as soon as you touch the platforms, they disintegrate. These are a great one to add into your assignment because they're handy. So every time I touch one of these, it then disappears. So they put it in a room where I don't need to backtrack, right? Let's go up again. A relatively safe introduction to that. Sir Correct says run fast and wall jump, yes. So they taught me those in a safe manner. Now, what is this one? I'm using them in a different way, right? So this one, I actually want to clear them out. And I don't know how I survived that, but I did. So apparently I can do something like that. Whee! So it's teaching me that sometimes they're barriers and I should move them out of the way. Love Super Meat Boy. Such a good game. Did anyone ever play the Infinite Runner version of it? I believe they actually had a different developer create that one. Okay. So, what do we have? Is there anything new in this area? Fire! So let me ask you this question, Astoya, or anyone watching. How is fire different than buzzsaws? What's the difference? Pepperoni says, I'm particularly fond of the grade you get on each level, enticing you to replay them until you get that perfect score. I actually love that. That would be funny if a student game had like scores, but it always just gave you an A+. No, it always gives you a B- or an A- at the end of every level. So Clear Shadow says fire. But what's the difference between fire and the buzzsaws? Let's find out. If I fall into that. Astoya drug. This is what I love about this. This is a good example of, really it's just the visuals. The mechanic is exactly the same. The code is exactly the same. It's just fire instead of saws, right? Because look at that, I even hit the fire. In this game, it doesn't even change the splatter. There's no smoke when I hit it. There's no sizzling meat. It just splats just like it does on a buzzsaw. They could have put more effort into that and adjusted it, but I love how it's the exact same code. It doesn't matter, but it feels different, and that's the beautiful part. So this is like, the whole thing we're talking about is form follows function versus experience is the key, right? So they could have just gone form follows function and just always used those same buzzsaws. Because it's the same function. It functions exactly the same. It dies when you hit it. But they wanted to change up the experience. This one, the color tones are different. It feels more dangerous. You have the smoke coming up, but the function is the same. I love it. And I'm really bad at this game too, Astoya, so don't have to feel bad. Apparently I can't play it. Oh, I think I remember doing this one last time. It took me forever to clear. Not this time, though. We did it. Pepperoni mentions as well, saws are more controlled and deliberate, while fire is uncontrolled and chaotic, and inherently more menacing. That's true. One's a natural organic thing, and one is a man-made metallic hard cold thing. Definitely it's a different feeling and vibe you get from it, right? Love it. I love it. Here we go. So we're back to buzzsaws, but we still have smoke coming up. And this is we were talking about this earlier. This is one where I actually have to drop. So they tell you once again everything you need to know on screen. You don't just fall down, as they show you a platform down there at the bottom. And there's more fire, because I love fire, okay. And a wall jump to the right shows that I can make it to the princess. So we only have a few minutes left of class, but I think the highlight that I want to point out here, and I'll ask the group, what is the main mechanic of Super Meat Boy? What is his core mechanic? And jumping is a freebie. What's the core mechanic for this guy? So jumping is a freebie. What's the most important thing to this game other than jumping? Like, wall jump. Astoria, 100%. This game is just about wall jumping. Wall jumping with some dangers, right? That's what I think makes this game so beautiful. It's simple. You can run fast, and the question would be, if you took away the speed button, would it still be Super Meat Boy? Sure, you'd have to adjust your levels and the distances, but yes, it's all about the wall jumping. Without the wall jumping, this game would not be Super Meat Boy. So in the past, for the 2D assignments, I've had a lot of students make Super Meat Boy. He's just basically a little red cube. And then you have wall jump sections and dangerous sections. So this one is the first time we've seen the blades move. So once again, the same level mechanic, they're just putting a little twist on it. They're making it move back and forth. Which in Unreal, if you were creating this for yourself, it's using the same tech as a moving platform. You're just putting something that you don't want to jump on, right? So pretty awesome. Let's see if we can survive this one. Oh, I'm amazing. Oh, I almost died. The thing is, he moves so frantically and fast. I think that is where the tension really ramps up, is he's kind of squirrely, especially if you're holding down the run button. And now we have wall jump dangers too, because why not? Good thing I'm awesome. There we go. Oh no! Almost died. I'm not that awesome. All right, we have time. Let's do one. Oops, push the wrong button. Push the wrong button. We have one more. Let's see what happens. Oh, I have to redo it? Boo. All right, there we go. All right, oh, look at this. And then they ramp up in difficulty again and start flying at me. Don't know if I have what it takes. Oh, snap. Okay. Is this still better than me? I so badly want to just keep playing this forever. Such a good game. All right, everybody in my Level Design class, that is the end of the class. Thanks for stopping by to the supplemental Twitch section of class. This is our chance to really talk about and break down how games are made and how the decisions behind the designers. I would actually love to take some time one of these classes and play some games that maybe aren't designed as well, because to be honest, you can learn just as much from games that are designed poorly as they are from the games that are designed well. Partly because if it's designed poorly, we can ask the question of how can we fix this? What adjustment can made, what tweak would we make to this game to fix a problem that it has in its gameplay? This one happens to be designed really well, but one of the questions you can always ask is how can I improve Super Meat Boy? What could I add to it to make it more entertaining? And there's always answers to that. But that's the end of the class. Everyone, thanks for stopping by, and have a wonderful rest of the week. And we'll talk to you soon. Have a great spring break, dang it. Good day, Gemma. Good day.